Welcome back everyone to episode 2 of Let's Play Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. We are in the world of Glenrock, playing as Tortuga Power, our evacuee survivor. A few things I want to mention. I'm going to keep in the titles of these episodes the letter before the episode. A01 was the first episode, this one will be A02. That is going to indicate when I switch over characters. Now I'm going to try to leave no spoilers so that you don't know if a character dies within the middle of an episode. I guess while I'm talking here, we have to return. I gotta get a crowbar, a makeshift one. So let's just head this way. So that's gonna be your indicator when if you get kind of sick of this character and you're waiting for a new character to start, just look for the letter B. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna smash the bench next to us. So the bench next to us is made of wood. And then I'm going to use whatever parts we can get from that, hopefully a 2x4, as a weapon to smash this locker. And honestly, I honestly think that a 2x4 is probably a better weapon than our pocket knife anyway. So I'll probably use that. It's much slower to swing. I mean, we can do a comparison here. I'm going to do Shift I, which allows me to compare two things. I'm going to compare the 2x4 and my pocket knife just by selecting those in the normal way. So we can see that the volume of the 2x4 is much bigger, but that doesn't matter if we're carrying it. The weight is 3.1 versus 0.3, well, but this is what I'm looking at mostly. The bash is 10 versus a stab of 7. Unfortunately, this thing almost has twice as many hits. However, also, unfortunately, well, this has a 2-hit bonus of -2. 2x4s are really easy to carry around. There's plenty of them. Anything wood is probably a 2x4, so you can get 2x4s very easily. Pocket knives, they're kind of nice to keep because they are volume 0 items, which means they don't take up any inventory space. And it's really nice to have one of these along with you for the butchering, at least until you get like a steak knife or one of the other knives that has butchering. But 12 butchering quality is pretty darn good, so you probably don't really need anything better than that. You could certainly survive a whole game butchering and cutting up meat with just 12 butchering quality. These things don't always mean the same thing, so 12 butchering quality may seem like insane compared to something which has like 12. I mean, we see this has 1 cutting quality, but the cutting quality, I don't think it goes up. I don't remember what cutting quality goes up to. I'm just going to make up a number that maybe the highest item only has 5 cutting quality. So these each have their own spectrum with an arbitrary maximum. These aren't like scaled, or I don't really know how else to say that. So anyways, let's just hit escape. That's how we compare things, which is very cool. So let me now go to examine. Let's grab that 2x4. I'm going to hit W for wield, and I'm going to select that. 2x4 will store the pocket knife in the inventory. It doesn't take very long because the thing is very light. Now, with my 2x4 now equipped, I'm going to hit S to smash, which is the same thing I was doing with that bench. And now I'm going to smash this locker until it breaks. There it is. From here, I can get a pipe. And now I'm going to go to the crafting menu. So we're really tutorializing things very quick. And I'm going to say that we're going to tutorialize less and less as things go on. So let me just do Shift ampersand or Shift 7 to get us to the crafting menu. Now from here we're looking for our makeshift. I thought we could do it with just the. Okay, let's find out what I'm doing wrong. I want the crowbar, improvised crowbar. I don't see it. Oh, there's the makeshift crowbar. Oh, we have everything we need. We need a tool with hammering of 1 or more. Yeah, forgot about that. But that's okay. I think we'll probably run into this very soon. So let's just take this with us. And I think there's a trick for doing that, but I don't remember it. This is the problem with playing the firefighter start so often. And notice that we're just walking, but we're actually leaving this guy behind because our walking speed is a little bit faster. Time to go into town, though. The firefighter start with the Halligan bar, that has hammering quality, it has a little bit of everything. Now on the minimap, which is mainly what I'm looking at when I'm moving like this, Or over here, we can see we got a few things that might be bad for us. First of all, this flashing red means we have something hostile. But let's just go hit X to just look around. And it looks like there's a zombie cop on the road. Now, zombie cops are kind of bad because they have, it says here, badly damaged set of riot gear. So they're a little protected. They're well protected. Well, they're moderately well protected. They have some armor. And this is my least favorite zombie to see, a zombie child. Killing them is actually going to hurt our morale. If I hit escape and I press V, we see that there's nothing affecting our morale right now, but there's a big negative for killing children, zombie children, because they look enough like normal children. Now, safety mode is still on, which means unless I trigger something, so I can move up and down and nothing's happening, it means these zombies haven't spotted me yet. But we have another, now it looks like this is a normal zombie, has just come into view. But as soon as safety mode toggles, which it finally has, that means the zombie, we're now in range to be spotted, so we have to be a bit careful. I'm going to turn off safety mode because I don't think it's super necessary. Oh, let me demonstrate first of all. You can do apostrophe, single quote, to ignore one particular enemy. So now if we look on the minimap, if I just hit period to wait in place, he's going to come towards us. See how he's coming up? That's just what happens when the zombie spots you, they try to go towards you. But the wind is making me cold, so maybe I should just rush this guy a little bit more. And it looks like we have a crow down here, scampering out of the way. Okay, now the zombie cop has spotted, oh god, is that another one? Let me do turn off safety mode with exclamation mark, so shift 1. Look around. No, it looks like this is the same zombie cop that we were ignoring, has now spotted us. That's a little weird. That's okay. I don't usually play with safety mode on anyway. It's really only a beginner's thing, so. Or sometimes you're just moving really fast. If you want to cover a large distance, this is another time I use it. I'll turn on safety mode if I'm covering a large distance and I'm just holding down a numpad to just move very quickly. Okay, so here comes combat. Now combat's really simple. You just move into the zombie. I'm actually going to lure this guy back a little bit because I want my friend here to help out. Okay, so now we're next to it. So I'm going to press 2 on the numpad just to move down, which is going to act as an attack because there's a hostile creature there. There we go. In fact, this was a good one. We actually hit this guy for 21. If I look at him, he's already moderately injured. This is a really good start. Now we'll attack him again. He's grabbed me, by the way, so if I try to move anywhere, it's unlikely I'll be able to go anywhere. Now, my strength is really high, and my dexterity is pretty high too, so we might be able to evade his grab, or break it, but when a zombie grabs you, usually what it means is you're pinned in place, so you can't run away. We don't really need to, because it looks like Dolio has hit this guy for 4 damage, and... Okay, so we blocked some of the damage with our 2x4, because this 2x4 has the block technique, which is nice, so you can kind of avert damage. Then he hit us in the left arm, but we're wearing a winter coat, which has, if we go back to inventory, just keep looking at these things. Our winter coat has bash and cut protection of 6, which is pretty good. It's not terrible. So it's enough that the zombie tried to hit us, but it didn't penetrate. It didn't actually injure us. I don't know what they consider an injury. Probably like a light bruise is not considered an injury. But if it's something more serious than that, then it actually starts taking off hit points. And there it is. So we actually hit the cop for 9. He attacked us and we blocked it again. And then Dolio, with his wonderful little nail bat there, because he's a little bit faster at swinging that, he got 2 attacks in before we were able to hit the cop again. And the zombie cop died. So hooray, we've helped kill our first zombie. If I examine down, this cop has a lot of stuff which is filthy. And remember, I am, if I go back to the @ sign, shift 2, I am squeamish, which means I can't put on dirty clothes. This is also probably a good time to highlight that our melee and our bash, which were both previously at 0, have started to progress to skill level 1. And that's really helpful just so we don't miss quite as often. So the things I want from this guy are just his cash card, because cash cards are 0. Just think of this as a credit card we just stuff in our pocket. And I think that's everything we want to take from him right now. Stuff like a riot helmet could be useful. The holster is really useful, but since it's filthy right now, we will want to take that over to the river when we get a soap bar to clean any of this stuff in order to actually use it. And we'll be a little bit picky. Most of the stuff here we see we'll probably use for tailoring practice, which means we'll cut it up, we'll make rags out of it, or we'll pretend to fix it so that we can just learn how to sew a little bit better. So there it is, our first zombie kill, kind of. Like I said, we didn't completely kill it, but let's just go charge into town wildly. Because I feel pretty confident in our abilities. With a strength of 14 and dexterity of 12, we're like a superhuman melee character. We're just waiting to get the skills. So we have all the raw material of being a very good melee character, but just need to wait for our actual skills to meet us there. So look at it, already up to 47. Okay, we dodged it. Thank God for our dodge of 1. We dodged the zombie again, and that's going to help with our dodge, now up to 1%, so we're slowly training up our dodge as well. And Dolio's coming over just to take the kill, probably. There it is! Okay, well, this is interesting though. I actually damaged my 2x4 with the force of my blow. So now we can see that my weapon is at like 3/4. Now, like I said, the good thing about the 2x4s, there's in such plentiful supply, we don't have to worry about that at all. Another thing I could do, but we have too many zombies around, is I could be butchering these bodies, which will give you survival. So your survival skill goes up every time you butcher a corpse. Well, up to a certain limit. At some point, there's very like tasks or activities have a maximum level of skill, where after that you will no longer increase your skill. So if you're level 7 in survival and you're trying to butcher a corpse, that's no longer going to help you improve your survival skills. Okay, so let's go down here. I could have actually demonstrated throwing a rock, but this is a small boulder. That's a rock. Okay, good. But we didn't, so let's just go ahead and kill this guy. Our stamina's doing okay. Remember, we are indefatigable. So we'll smash this guy as well. 15. We dodged. Here comes Dolio in to take our kill. And we haven't killed a single damn zombie because Dolio's just getting all of them. This zombie doesn't have anything on it. I forgot. I did look, but yeah, this zombie didn't have anything on it either. Okay, very good. So let's just go down and take this last zombie. So we're in Dolio's way, and he's telling us to get out of the way. But no, I want to kill something for myself. Excuse me, let me pass. Let me get past you, dude. Let me get past you, fella. Hey, dude, can I get through? All the time, we're just whacking on the zombie. If I do Shift N, so capital N, we can take away the mini-map for a little bit and just see more of the combat log. So our bashing skill has actually gone up to 1. I think that means our melee has already gone up to 1 as well. Let me see. Yeah, melee and bashing are both up to 1, which is good. This zombie is not having any effect. We're just dodging him constantly. And the fat zombies really are good ones to train up your dodge skill. Those and also zombie children. I find that those are very unlikely to do damage to you. You're able to dodge most of the time. But even when a zombie child hits you, it doesn't do very much damage anyway. So fat zombie had nothing. Let's put our mini-map back up. And everything looks pretty open. Doesn't look like there's that many. There's like no zombies this way. And yeah, we just have this one zombie child over here. I think what we're going to do is go over. Let's pick up a rock. Pick up another rock. And I'm going to demonstrate throwing stuff. So I'm going to hit T to throw. And let's throw one of the rocks. Yep, we're going to throw it over at that zombie child. I'm going to hit Enter. We tossed it. Where did it go? Looks like it went here. It's not a very good throw. Let's try it again. Throw, rock, over there. And this one went over here. That's okay, we can go back over and pick up another rock. And really from point blank range, let's see if we can hit her now. Grazing hit. Nonetheless, doing those kind of things is getting our throwing up. See, with those few throws, we got up to 25% in that skill. Now, I don't want to actually kill this zombie myself, because, like I said, you take that morale hit. So I'm going to let Dolio go ahead and... there. We'll let him feel bad about what he's done. But we will take our first bit of food off this zombie girl. Now, all the zombies, the adult zombies in this game, look like men, and all the zombie children look like those little girls. We don't really know the gender, sex, whatever, of any of them, so... let's grab these rocks because we have the space to hold them, and they're kind of fun to throw. Okay. So what next? Well, what was my plan moving in here? Let's go loot these houses, I think. I'll be on the lookout for a hammer too. If I can make my makeshift crowbar. I don't mind smashing windows though. I'm not very gentle about these things. So this door is locked. We probably need a new 2x4 anyway, but I'm just going to smash this window and then hit asterisk, so either on your numpad or Shift 8. This goes to your construction menu, and I'm going to hit capital C, Shift C to do clean broken window, and I'm going to clean that window. In fact, Dolio even assisted me with it. Very good. So the broken window also drops a string, which are useful when we're going to do tailoring. Let's go in here. So that was just smash and then clean up, just to reiterate. And let's see what this house holds for us. Now note that the tiles actually do change color based on the light. This dark means you can see over here very dark, but over here we see it's bright. So color does change based on the lighting. What do we have here? Polo shirt. I think we'll pass. What's this on the ground? A towel. What do we have in here? Small plastic bottle of nicotine liquid. Some beer. And we can't really see into that corner very well. Looks like a broken console. Okay, well, we could take the beer. Remember, my character is a little vulnerable to addictions and is a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. But one can of beer won't hurt. So we'll take that. I don't think we need this, but because we don't have any reason not to take it, like we're not limited by space quite yet, I will go ahead and take it. This is probably the kitchen. A spoon on the table, I really don't need that. A dust mask, well these are volume 0 and I often do put these on, so we'll grab that. Butter knife is not going to be useful. Crisp cranberry, we'll take that. We'll take the dried salad. And the irradiated tomato. Well, I mean, we don't really need that. And we can't use the dried salad unless we get clean water, but we'll just take it with us anyway. Okay, well, nothing much in this house. The main thing we're looking for, out of everything that would be helpful for us, the most helpful would be some kind of backpack. Because we don't have a lot of storage space with only 19. So anything that would help us store. In fact, probably we even should get... I'm going to smash this chair. Because it's time for us to get a new 2x4. So I'm going to pick this up, which means I'm going to dispose my old one. I'm just going to drop it on the ground. So there we have our old 2x4. The reason why I'm doing this is if I compare my 2x4 with the one on the ground, you can see that the bash quality goes down a bit, and just the worse a weapon gets, the less damage it's going to do. So since there's no end to the supply of 2x4s, let's just keep one with us in perfect health at all time. So let's go fight some more zombies. I'm feeling pretty good about zombie killing. Okay, so this, in my mini-map, I'm always just going to be keeping an eye on my mini-map. Looks like we have 3. One of them's a fat zombie. Oh, I see a wrench in here, though. And this is the point where sometimes it gets useful to do the look around and then hit Shift V. So this shows you everything you can see. So we see crackers in here, a wrench, Glass plate, sheets, heavy sticks. Just shows you everything available to you. And the more items that fill the screen, or when you're looking for something in particular, that can be pretty helpful. Ooh, in fact, there's a crawler zombie in here. Well, let's see if we can open this door. We cannot. That crawler zombie is going to go ahead and break open the window anyway. So we could either do it for him, or... yeah, I think... looks like the zombie below us is coming up to meet us. Let's just smash this open. And while we're waiting, we'll clear the broken window. We see the crawler zombie approaching. We'll not stop construction yet. Oh, okay. So Dolio decided to take matters into his own hands. Go through the window and then kill both the zombies. That's fine. I keep forgetting what an asset some of these guys can be. Well, let's briefly look at the... don't know why I opened that door. Let's briefly look at what's in this house. I didn't go down the stairs in the last one either, which probably was a mistake, but crackers, we don't really need anything right now. I prefer liquid. Liquid is usually the biggest limitation. Lunch meat. Well, it's not bad. I'm just doing the examine key, by the way. And this looks like a bowl. Plate. What do we have here? Cinnamon. Interesting. Well, let's work on going down these stairs then. This will be a fun little adventure. Now, Dolio won't go with us, but that's okay. So we'll hit shift period, and we're down into a new place. So I'm going to just follow the wall around. Looks like we have ammonia. This might be a chemical base. Yeah, I think this might have a chemistry set. Ooh, I'll take the clean water. Absolutely. Small fire extinguisher. Oh, we hear a noise, so probably there's somebody over here. I'm moving diagonal down to the left. I'm not seeing anything. I must have missed them. We'll try going up this side of the wall. There's somebody in here. Okay, clean water. Well, I can't take that quite yet, so you know what? Let's go ahead and drink. Now, I'm doing Shift E to eat, to consume. But this also works for food. Or, sorry, for drink. So I'm going to consume that beer. I'm going to drop it. So Shift D allows you to drop. It's like an advanced drop. If you just press D, it'll give you the drop menu, but you'll drop it right below yourself. Shift D doesn't take any extra movement or any extra action points, but allows you to drop something to the side instead. So I'm going to drop this to the right. And we're going to get rid of that opened aluminum can. Now I can take this plastic bottle of water. Okay, we've gotten... I don't see... There's our aluminum can. I'm just going to snake serpentine up and go up this way. I really don't see anything, so let's just go back over to this wall. Where did it go? Okay. Ah, there it is! A fat zombie. Okay, very good. Well, Dolio isn't here to steal our kill. So finally, at last, we'll be able to kill our first zombie. Just keep whacking him. Tough old bugger. But there he goes. And he gave us Under the Hood, which is a fantastic book. This is going to get our mechanics skill up. I don't think we're going to take this with us right now, but I will remember that this is here, basically. Because we don't have the space to do it. In fact, I guess I'll teach you another trick. If you use the divide by key on your numpad, the backslash, the slash, I guess, this brings up your advanced inventory. So you can also do this by shift question mark, or I mean shift slash, I guess the question mark key on your keyboard as well. This brings up advanced inventory. Now from here you can move things from any place around you to any other place. So normally what happens is you'll have the left selected and you'll do A for all. And this is everything around you. These are all in the north because the only thing around me is the dead body to my north. And on the right, you have your inventory. So this allows you to look on all 9 tiles around you at the same time, which is very nice. But this also allows you to move stuff from one place to another. So I'm going to do 8 over here, which is going to be select the tile to the north of me. Tab to go over here, and I'm going to set this one not to be my inventory, but to be down the rock floor below me. What I want to do is just move this book out of the zombie corpse area so it's easier for me to find. I'm moving it down closer to the door where I came from, closer to the stairs. So I just hit enter to actually move it, and that is how you do advanced inventory stuff. But I'm going to put this back to A for all and this to I for inventory, and now we can see that everything is to the north except for that book, which is now to the south. And when you don't have enough space in your inventory, you can move things like this. So I can move the whole zombie corpse somewhere if I wanted, but I don't want to, so we'll just move that book out and hit escape to get out of this menu. Good, so I think that might be the only zombie here. We'll see if we notice any other noise. But I otherwise just want to go down this. Is that the small? Okay, so there's nothing over here, unfortunately. Now I am trying to find the exit. There it is. So let me see if I go up from here. I notice it's telling me my left hand is going to be cold. Well, both hands are cold. I don't have any source of light, so I'm just going to note to myself that this book is here, and we'll have to return later. Okay, there's Dolio. He's just been waiting for us. The NPCs don't follow you up or downstairs, but enemies will. So a lot of times you'll find like sewer rats in here, and if you can't even hit them, which sometimes you can't, you'll just have to run away. But now, in one of the newest experimental patches, those rats now follow you up the stairs. Okay, so let's see what else this house has for us. Nothing here. Kind of have this bed wedged against the side. More books. Coming of age novel. Okay, that's going to be for entertainment, but we don't need that. Right now, our morale is pretty good. We're just a little bit cold, and if I go to shift equals, so the plus sign, you can see the reason why our hands are cold. Everything else is fine, but just our hands are a bit chilly. So we'll have to look out for... We could actually make a sock mitt by taking off our socks. And our feet are doing really well. So you know what? Let me do that. Go back to ampersand, so shift 7. Let's go tab over to armor. And there it is, pair of sock mitts. So we can improvise a pair of gloves by putting socks with holes poked through them. That's funny. I don't like to do this, but with winter boots, you really don't need another pair of socks underneath those. Those are really heavy duty. So I think this is reasonable enough to do. We craft the pair of sock mitts. Very good. And now we dropped it to the floor, so if I examine 5, there it is on the ground. We'll do that, and we don't have enough space for it, but we're just going to wear them. There we go. The sock mitts are now on our hands. And you can see that now our feet are still good, but what is this green for the feet? Yeah, our feet are still good. They're still green. But now our hands are no longer blue, so they're green. They're in the good area. Boxer shorts, cargo pants, none of these fit, so I'm not even going to consider them for clothing. A pair of scissors. Well, this is useful. Let me see what we can do to clear a little inventory space. We have plenty of clean water. Why don't we just drink this aluminum can of crispy whatever? Nope, we can't finish it. What about eating something? What if we eat this piece of lunch meat? Okay, and now we'll drop below us the plastic bag that came in. And that's going to clear up just enough space for us to take the scissors. And I think scissors are really important because that's how you're going to cut up clothes and get better at tailoring. So, So we've done a little bit of exploration in this one, and been successful enough to kill a few zombies, but I think I'm going to put a break in the video here. Call this episode to a close. Yeah. So thanks so much for watching. We'll stop. There'll be less and less tutorializing as we go along here. I hope that's not too much of a bother, but I also hope that maybe it's been helpful for some people who are trying to get into the game. So that's it. I'll see you back for episode 3. Until then, take care.